I'm going to cover something today briefly before I go to bed that Dr. Onye showed us in today's class, Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And it is something that you can use to get your fingers moving as well as to train you to hear a cycle of dominance, moving counterclockwise around the circle of fifths. In other words, C7 goes to F7, F7 goes to B flat 7, B flat 7 goes to E flat 7, etc. It's very simple, but it sounds really cool. I'm going to show you how it works. So here's my bass note C. You play the triad in first inversion. Now make it a dominant and go to the next chord, F. The third is your target note in the right hand. F is your target note in the left hand. Get that locked in first. Etc. Now, if you want a preparatory practice, you might do something like this. I'm playing the bass note and the triad 3-5-1. Now, if it's the moving around, up and down is troublesome, then you can start really low just to learn it. Now, this is a little harder for me because I'm having to reach so far down the piano. So I guess it's a good thing for me. There was a mistake here. Now I'm going to have to drop back down to finish. Once you have that, then you can add the dominant 7 for each chord. I've got to come back down. And that's everything, right? But it's more interesting if you try to keep it within a certain range, because then you have to pivot around and find ways to make it work. All right, something like that. The main thing to remember is that you start the idea on the third. When you reach the root of the chord, you go down a whole step. And then that's a half step above the third of the next chord. Start on the third, go down a whole step from the root. Here's the third of the next chord. You want to get this as fast and as smooth as you can because you can use it all kinds of cool ways, right? So if I have, okay. Right? You can, I'm still working it out myself. Let me see. Okay, so I've got. Anyway, it's an idea that promises to have a lot of rewarding qualities once you get it together. Like I said, I'm still just playing with it, trying to figure out how to use it. It's very similar to a lot of jazz ideas. It's also probably comes from something that Bach played, which is where Dr. Onye said he first learned it. So, sorry. Just a moment. Anyway, this is a good one. Work on it. Try to start working it in. It's very interesting. Happy practicing.